First up, Lucasfilm is expanding the Star Wars universe to the small screen in a big way, with their first live-action series coming to Disney Plus this fall with The Mandalorian. After that, there will be a series focusing on Rebel Alliance spy Cassian Andor before the events of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. However, a third series is still on the way and will likely air before the next Star Wars trilogy hits theaters. From Slash Film, according to Disney chief Bob Iger, there will be a third live-action Star Wars series that is likely to get off the ground before the new round of movies kicks off in 2022. Addressing the 3-year hiatus that Star Wars movies will be taking between the release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker and the first in a new trilogy that will begin hitting theaters in December of 2022, Bob Iger said the following: "In the interim, we are producing 2 live-action Star Wars series for Disney+. One of them is called The Mandalorian, which is being supervised by Jon Favreau, and the other one is a bit of a prequel to Rogue One. My guess is there will probably be at least one more, live-action series that we produce for Disney+, meaning a Star Wars series, before we release the next film." Earlier this year, rumors surfaced about an Obi-Wan Kenobi limited series being in development at Lucasfilm. Disney Plus gives Lucasfilm a new outlet to tell some of these stories in a satisfying way. Next up, the first effects of Disney's purchase of Fox have already begun to take shape, as it's been announced that reruns of The Simpsons will begin airing on the Freeform network in the fall. From CBR.com, the veteran animated comedy will move to its new syndicated home in September of 2019. Currently, reruns of the show air on the Fox and FXX channels, with the latter having landed full library rights in 2013. As such, FXX airs The Simpsons marathons 5 days a week in addition to hosting the streaming site Simpsons World. The streaming rights will also be transitioned to Disney, as the company announced earlier plans to make the entire library, including 2007's The Simpsons movie, available on the new Disney Plus platform in November. Next up, Fox has announced that the upcoming Wreck-It Ralph-esque action comedy Free Guy, featuring an ensemble cast led by Detective Pikachu's Ryan Reynolds, has officially begun principal production in Boston, sharing a selfie with the film's primary cast. From ComingSoon.net, Sean Levy, who vacated the director's chair for the long-in-development Uncharted movie, is directing Free Guy in the vein of hits such as Wreck-It Ralph. Free Guy will follow Guy, a lonely bank teller who discovers he is actually a background character in an open-world video game entitled Free City, and works to prevent the makers of the game from shutting it down with the help of an avatar. In addition to Reynolds, the cast also includes Killing Eve's Jodie Comer, Get Out's Lil Ray Howery, Stranger Things' Joe Keery, and Thor Ragnarok's Taika Waititi. The film is set to hit theaters on July 3, 2020 by Fox and Disney. Next up, having recently wrapped the indie film Percy, starring opposite Christopher Walken and Christina Ricci, Zach Braff is joining Robert De Niro in the action comedy The Comeback Trail. The film also stars Tommy Lee Jones and Morgan Freeman. From Deadline, De Niro will play Max Barber, a man in debt to a mob boss played by Freeman, who creates an insurance fraud by casting washed-up, suicidal cowboy movie star Duke Montana, played by Jones, in a poorly written western with the intention of killing him during the first days of filming. Duke somehow rises to the occasion, redeems his past misdeeds, and brings Max and others along on the same journey. Braff will play Max's producing partner. The film will reunite him with Freeman, whom he directed in the 2017 Warner Brothers feature Going in Style. And finally, Emma Thompson is in early talks to star opposite Emma Stone in Disney's Cruella, a live-action origin story based on the classic 101 Dalmatians villain Cruella de Vil. From Variety, I, Tonya director Craig Gillespie is helming the film. De Vil, who will be played by Stone in the new pick, is the villain who was obsessed with capturing the puppies in the 1961 animated classic 101 Dalmatians. This wouldn't be the first time that Thompson's taken a role in one of Disney's live-action adaptations. She previously played Mrs. Potts in 2017's box office smash Beauty and the Beast, and also played Mary Poppins author P.L. Travers in Saving Mr. Banks alongside Tom Hanks. Disney recently announced the film would be released on December 23, 2020. And that will do it for today's installment of the Movie News Feed.